Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. I am so happy to be back and recording. I have not recorded in like 2 weeks because I've been gone. I was in New York. I'm sure you guys saw my vlog already, but nevertheless, I am back to be back, and today is the first day of fall, which I'm digging fall. I love it. So I had no problems pulling out all my fall lip palettes and all my eyeshadows. So this is the look that we are doing today. It's very simple. Of course, like I said before, I'm really going to work hard to make sure that these looks are simple for you guys because I want you to be able to recreate them. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. I don't want to ramble on too much because this is going to be a long one. We're doing full fall glam here. I already have on my brows. I use the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. This is a bomb pencil. I've been using this all through, basically all through the month of September. Before I went to New York, I went and got my brows done at the Benefit Brow Bar. My girl's name is Sarah, so if you live in Charlotte, North Carolina, Ulta, Stonecrest, Benefit Brow Bar, Sarah, she's amazing. Got this pencil. My friend Jay from work told me that I needed this because he is a freelancer at Benefit, and he was not lying. It is the jam. So got that going. And also, if you're someone who struggles with filling in your brows, make sure that you keep them well groomed. So whether it be waxing, threading, make sure that they are nice and well groomed, because I found that when my brows are basically nice and snatched and waxed, the filling in of it is just super easy. And then for my primer here, I'm just going in with the Cover FX Mattifying Primer. I'm so excited. The weather is breaking down. I was walking Caesar this morning. I was like, ooh, I need a little bit of a jacket. So that means I won't be going in with hardcore, just straight up matte foundations. I'll probably just be cocktailing them in with some other satin finish ones. All right. So let's go ahead and conceal. I'm going to actually clean up my brows here. Clean up my brows, and then I'm going to use this same concealer. Actually, no, I changed my mind. I'm not. I'm just going to use this Kat Von D concealer to clean up my brows. And I am so excited to record. I haven't recorded anything probably since the first week of September. I was gone. I was in New York for Fashion Week, and of course I had some videos pre-recorded, but this is my first time sitting down since like what, September? When did I leave? The 7th? So I haven't really sat down since the 5th. So I'm like, yes, finally. I love recording. It's fun. So much fun. Alright guys, let's go ahead and hop right into the eyes. As usual, I'm going to do my best to make sure I keep it nice and simple. I know some of you that are maybe are watching a little bit more advanced, you might be like, oh, well, that's pretty basic, or you had a look like that before you just switched to colors. And yeah, that is it, because I want to really make sure that I'm focusing on the girls that are beginners, new to makeup, or just want to learn how to do some really flattering basic techniques. Sometimes you can still do the same technique and just switch up the color. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to zoom you in. Make sure I'm still focused. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and prime my eye. I'm using my concealer. If you don't have any eye primer, you can definitely use a concealer. Concealer is great because if you have any discoloration in your eye whatsoever, it will get all of the discoloration out. So, you can definitely double and use your concealer to conceal and prime. Okay, so after I have primed my eyes, I like to use a translucent a translucent powder just to set, especially right into the crease area, because I always typically start off in my crease first. And if you go in, especially if you're doing like a dark transition color, sometimes when you just drop it up there, it's hard to move it around. So what I like to do is set the crease area, and then I like to leave my lid tacky because I want my lid shade to be really nice and pigmented. And colors, so we got that. Next, first thing we're going to do is grab a transition color. I'm just going to use this orange tone shade here. It's matte from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. You use whatever colors you have. If you don't have this palette, it is fine. Alright, so here's what we're doing. Starting in the inner, going out, and then I'm slightly flicking it up just a tad. So inner, rainbow motion, and then flick it up a little on the outside. And I'm using the brush from this palette. So for this, you want to use a fluffy blending brush. You don't want anything too dense because you won't be able to blend out the shadow very well. Whenever you're blending, you always want a nice fluffy brush. Then I'm just going to go back in with my first blending brush that I used for the translucent powder, and I'm just going to swirl around on the top edges just to make sure we don't have any harsh lines. Next up, we're going to go into this Cypress Umber color here, still staying with the Anastasia, and we are going to pack this all over the lid, on the outside, and basically we're going to bring this in pretty close because it's a fall look. I want it to, you know, make things a little bit darker than normally. Typically I only keep my darker shades on the outside, but I'm bringing it really, really close in, and I just want that pop of color to be right on the inner tear duct there. And I am using, right now I'm going to switch over to my MAC 217 just to kind of blend that together there. And remember, just slightly flicking this up. I'm just really making sure that I am taking this into the crease so that I can blend it with my first color. Now going back in with my first color, the Real Gar. And I'm just going to go back in over that and just blend everything out. I'm doing circular motions. Alright, then next up I'm going to dip into my Morphe Fall into Frost palette here. Whoa, dropped it. And I hate that these don't have names, but I am using this gold tone right here. I'm just going to take a pencil brush for precision, and this is going right in the inner tear duct. Then what I like to do after that is take the brush, wipe it off clean. I have a paper towel here, and then just kind of feather it out, just so that way you don't have that harsh line. Alright, then just going back in with my 217 brush, just making sure everything is nice and blended out. And then for the next part here, we are going to take some liner, and I'm just going to go ahead and line as tight to the lash line as you can. If you are someone that struggles with liner, if you want, you can take an angled brush and just dip it in black eyeshadow and just get really, really tight to your lash line. So there's a little tip and trick for you. And be sure that you pull the liner in the inner tear duct as well, because we really want to make it nice and dark. It's vampy, so you know you want to really elongate the eyes a little bit more, and you know, add a little extra drama. Okay, so next I'm just going to flick out. I'm not going for a really crazy wing. I'm not really into a dramatic wing anymore. Just a light one. Okay, so next up I am going to pop on my false lashes, but I'm not going to do that on camera because I can't stay in focus. So I will be right back, okay? Alright, got my lashes on, eyes are all done for now. Let's go ahead and jump into the skin. Already prepped and primed. For foundation, I'm going to be using this Hourglass foundation. I got this when I was in New York, and I don't want to say too much about it because I have a video coming on this. So I've been into kind of stick foundations here recently, especially traveling wise, just simply because it's easy, it's practical, it's dummy proof, and it's really, really hard to screw up. So I'm taking my beauty blender here, and it is already damp. And I am just going to go ahead and blend this all around my face. When using cream, any kind of stick or cream products, make sure your beauty blender is damp because it makes it easier for them to move around and blend on your face. I don't have any issues with this, but you know, some other stick formulas can be a little bit harder to blend out. But I found that the key to that is making sure that your beauty blender is damp, or that you just spray your face beforehand with a Smashbox Photo Primer Water Max Fix Plus, so that way it just helps to blend everything out. And this is, I swear, the quickest foundation application of life. Do you see why I'm really just into this? Because things are about to pick up at work. Well, I'm so sleepy right now, it's not even funny. Since I've been back from New York, it's just been go, go, go at work. And then this week, go, go, go at work. And I'm actually doing Charlotte Fashion Week as well. I'm doing hair and makeup for Charlotte Fashion Week. So I'm just like, okay. So basically anything like this that I can do in a little bit of time is my best friend. And my shade for the Hourglass foundation is Warm Almond, which is a pretty freaking perfect match. Like, when I swatched it in the Sephora, I was like, yes, perfect. Alright, so foundation is done. I am going to set this with a powder, of course, just simply because, yes, it is a little bit cooler. However, I'm still oily and I really need to make sure this lasts. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a setting brush. And what I've been recently doing is just to kind of give me a highlighted look. I am setting up under my eyes, but notice how I'm not taking this directly up under where I have my little fine lines at. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop this here. And I'm going to get closer up under my eyes at the very, very last second, just simply because I will get dry up under there. So that is set. Now I'm just going to take this Real Techniques powder brush and I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face because we don't want this to budge or go anywhere. Yes, this is a lot. I accidentally got too much. I typically don't use this brush for this product, but I just wanted to see how well it would do because this is a bigger brush and it gets this is a bigger brush and it will pick up more product, which is what I wanted. Alright, so now that I am casket sharp and ready to roll, let me go ahead and just lightly dust a little bit of this up under my eyes. And I'm not baking, I'm just pushing. What I meant to say when I was using the bigger Real Techniques brush is I like it when I just push the product into my skin. I feel like for me, because I am oily and I have big pores, that is what works the best for me. So with my powders, I really like to take a brush and just really, really work them in. And I missed a spot over here, my face. Now I'm just going to take a less denser brush. I'm just going to sweep away anything that I maybe missed. Now let's bring some color back into this face because I look crazy. I'm going to grab first, I'm going to take just a little bit of this Mineralized Skin Finish in dark just to put a little bit more color into my skin tone. Anytime I get a little overzealous with the translucent powder, I typically like to do this. This is not a heavy powder whatsoever. It is very, very light, so you won't get cake face with this. And then bronzer, of course, because I need some dimension. Okay, bronzer. CoverGirl Queen, the only bronzer that I love and know. CoverGirl Queen bronzer, the best bronzer in the world, the only bronzer that I have found that works for my skin tone, that actually shows up, warms my skin, and gives me that nice, you know, glow, like, ooh, like, you know, little dimension. I'm not really into contouring. Everyone knows that. If you are new to my channel, I don't like contouring. I feel like there's a time and a place for it. So for me, I don't really do any contouring. I just simply like to take, you know, like a blush brush or a fluffy brush and just warm up my skin that way. I feel like for me, it looks the most natural. And I just like to take it around the hairline. I probably need to order another one of these because I know I'm going to run out soon and I'm going to be very sad. And this is a great brush for this. This is a must-have angled brush by Sephora. I picked it up. It was in the clearance aisle, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll try this, and it is perfect. And then for blush, we're going to go with Too Faced Your Love is King. I'm using a Real Techniques blush brush. I love this because it's tapered. This is just a little sample size. And I'm just going to swirl into this. This is very potent and pigmented, so keep that in mind. Tap off. I like to smile a little and then just start to kind of pull it back. I like to place it right a little over top of my bronzer. And remember, don't start your blush down too far low because it will make your face saggy. No one wants a saggy face, you know? And then let's say if you do take it too far down, like over here I did, I'm just going to take my beauty blender and blend it away. So that's why it's very important not to put it directly on the apples, because when you smile, it's there, but then when you relax, it kind of drops it down some. And then, of course, if you want, you can do two-finger rule right on the corner of the lips and then place it right above the ring finger. Sorry, the point. Place it right above your finger. So for highlight, you guys know I'm not a huge highlighter kind of girl, but I was one of the customers that ordered the Taraji collection. I have stripped down and I wanted the Taraji Glow, but I didn't get Taraji Glow. It says Taraji Glow, but I got Highlight the Truth, which I was a little irritated by, but you know what? Things do happen, and it's really, really pretty. I was going to use this, but I'm changing my mind. I'm going to grab Rock on World to kind of go with the more gold tone. Okay, Rock on World, my favorite. Yeah, this just goes much better. And you're probably thinking, oh, you're putting a lot of makeup on today. I am putting a lot of makeup on today. It's fall glam, so, you know, we glamming it up. All right, next. So basically, my skin is done. Let's go ahead and finish up under the eyes. Because I want it to be a little bit smoky and dark under there, I'm going to first start up with my angled brush and Cypress Umber, that brown tone shade. Let me grab, and I'm just going to line my eyes with this. And then I'm just going to take a fluffier brush and dip that into the Cypress Umber. And just kind of go right up under and smoke it out. I typically don't smoke it out this much, but you know what? Why not? And then I'm just pulling up on the outside. I need to go back in with my liner on this side a little bit. And then, of course, going back with my inner tear duct, I'm going to go ahead and grab that gold tone that I had. And we're just going to spice that up a tad bit. So let me get it close so you guys can see what I'm working with here. I love these colors. Screams fall. It's dark, but it's not too dark. You could definitely, if you wanted to get away with this in the daytime, you totally could. And that is one reason why I love it. Alright, and then last but not least, let's go ahead and hit up these lips. This is like my favorite, my everything right now. So MAC lip liner, Night Moth, and then Antique Velvet. Gorge. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my lips. See, and that just pow! That just brought the look together. Only thing I need to do next is just throw on a little mascara on the bottom lash, but let me go ahead and spray this first, because you know, gotta set it. Ah, see, there we go. Now I don't look so, you know, powdery. Alright guys, so this is going to complete the look. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I love fall. Fall is bomb. I love the fall weather. I love the leaves. I love the pumpkins. I love October because my birthday is October 18th. I love pumpkin spice latte. I am all jazzed for the fall. So I'm just going to be kind of giving you guys all these different variations of fall looks. Don't forget to let me know if there's anything that you want to see. Leave me a comment below. Feel free to email me. My email is beautybossamber@gmail.com. Check out my blog, beautybossamber.com. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one.